come on in. Thank you so much for being here. We are talking all things going live and monetizing our expertise. So thank you so much for joining me this morning, this Sunday morning. I appreciate all that are here. We're going to get started shortly, but this is my go live, my level up conversation. If you want to think about your strategy, how are you engaging the live process from a strategic perspective, thinking about your brand identity, how do you then take your brand and make sure you are talking to your target audience? First of all, you're identifying your audience, and then you are offering solutions to them. So we're going to talk all things branding. We're going to talk all things monetizing our expertise. We're going to talk all things making sure we are leveling up. Okay, that's what this is all about. We are leveling up, friends. Okay, so thank you all for joining. Like I said, let's get started shortly. And make sure I am answering questions as well as supporting you all. So you guys will see me in real time clicking onto the screens, making sure I'm liking the live. I am connected and growing on the screens. And then I am going to go over to my other page. Again, like I said, I appreciate you all joining this morning. I always like to take a look out for my friends who are here with me. Again, let me know if there's any questions as you get ready to join on. I know YouTube will send people over in the first few minutes, so you got to be on the lookout for your friends joining the live so that that's there too. Hello, friends. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you being here. Thank you all for coming in and supporting the live. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Appreciate you joining. Hello, how are you? Make sure you put a comment in the chat so I know you're here. Say good morning, hello. Make sure you also like the live. If you can like the live for me, that's a great way of support as well. And if you are already not, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all the support with subscribers as well. If you subscribe to my channel, I then go back, look at people who have subscribed. If you put a comment or a like and subscribe on any of my shorts or long form videos, I see the notification. I can then go to your page and do the same for you. We're all growing. Hello, Jaden. How are you? We are all growing. This is our growth season. Make sure you like the live for me. I appreciate you being here. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know where you're from. Let's build community. Let's get to know where each other is from. I am in Orlando, Florida. So I appreciate you all being here. Hello, how you doing, Ray? Appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate the comments. So thank you so much for being here. And at the end of the day, we are all loved. So just know, thank you so much for joining the live. Make sure you like the live. And if you are not already subscribing, go ahead and click subscribe to the channel. Like I said earlier, if you go to one of my shorts or long form videos, click comment, like, and subscribe. I will go to your page and do the same. I have notifications that I can see. I can go right back to those and do the same for you. So let me know if you have any questions, friends. I appreciate you all being here. And again, this is all about our growth season. So I want to make sure you guys are getting support. We're going to talk all things going live with ease and as we monetize our expertise. Okay? So make sure you like and comment. And as you guys know, I'm co-streaming. So I'm over here, I'm chatting away, connecting with all of you, and I'm talking to our friends on TikTok. So let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate the support. We're going to talk all things going live as well. And so let me know if you have any questions, friends. And we'll see. As we get going. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Good morning, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. Come on in. We are talking all things going live. Appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much for coming in. This is my Go Live and Monetize Your Expertise. Fight Haven, how are you, friend? Come on in. Appreciate you joining Digital Wealth. Thank you for joining as well. Come on in. How you doing, Luna? Welcome to the live. I just got to check my sound. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you joining the live. How are you, Mary? Come on in. Profit Streams. Laura Lynn, how are you, friends? I see you all coming in. Thank you for that daily heart me. Appreciate your creative. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for joining the live. We are going to get started shortly. Appreciate you all coming in for it. Thank you for joining as well. Look at you, Laura Lynn. You have come up to level 4. TikTok is saying my internet's unstable. Not true, TikTok. Appreciate you, Mike. Thank you for joining as well. Good morning. Gonna wait to check in case you get daily heart. We go, oh, you know what? Well, I hope they don't do that. TikTok, don't do that. Because I set it as my wish box goal. And so that's what. So I was trying to be a little strategic this morning. We'll see. We will see if TikTok plays me like that, because TikTok might very well play me like that. It's like, wait a minute, I set it as my wish box. Why would I get the heart go? Yeah, so that's what happened last time, though. It is true. TikTok will do some trickery like that, so it is not nice. How you doing, Q? How is everything going, friend? How's everything going? I appreciate you coming on through. All who are joining Dana Lifestyle, thank you so much for being here as well. So this is my thank you for the popular vote, Fred. This is my level up conversation. I say that early so you guys know what to expect. We are talking about strategy. That's essentially what this talk is about. How are you being strategic in terms of leveling up as you're thinking about monetizing your expertise? Abraham, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you liking the live. Good morning, Dana. How are you? How is everything going your way? And so with this live, I like to think of my 4 o'clock and say nowadays, I'm like, okay, it's about mindset. Sometimes we're not in the right mindset, so we got to make sure our mindset's right. Hindsight 2020. Come on in, friend. How are you? Yeah, so you got to make sure you have the right mindset as you're engaging on a live or if you're a live host. Thank you for the daily heart. We appreciate your boss lady. How are you, Kathy? Thank you for joining. All who are coming in, thank you for liking the live, Luna. Gladiator. Okay. Okay. Paul, how are you, friend? Thank you for joining. So, again, as you are talking to your target audience, first of all, you need to know who your target audience is. I say that all the time. You want to make sure your messaging is for them, that you understand what their mindset is when it comes to what they value, what they're interested in, what they're passionate about. You want to know that audience. Chosen one you love. Thank you. Choose the one you love. Is that it? Choose the one you love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. So come on in. So you want to make sure you know them, okay? And so when you start communicating, you can easily point out the things that they're interested in. And then as you're connecting with them, you can speak to their pain points. So I say that all the time because I want you guys to be intentional on how you show up, how you start engaging, how you make sure as you're thinking about your brand will resonate with your audience. So that's what this call is about. This call is all about your strategy. And then in the context of going live, in the context of working in this particular subset of what is digital marketing. So we talk about that all the time. People often miss the point here. If you are live streaming, if you are anything that you're doing digitally, you are in the business of digital marketing. That's what you're doing essentially. And so how do you make sure that you are, again, branding yourself so that your audience can resonate with your message, okay? Nika Grace, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much. I turn my sound down, turn it up, turn it down to make sure it's the right balance. Appreciate you all coming in to join the live. Again, let me know, especially my people who are new to the room. We usually have a few people who are new. You come in, you get support. Let me know if you have any questions. Red, how are you, friend? Coming on into the live. Anyone who is new, go ahead and say, I'm fairly new or I'm fully new. And if you don't mind sharing out the live, that would help as well. We're going to share the live out. Um, what I'm doing is clicking the arrow and copying the link. And then if you press down on my nose or my face in the middle of the screen, we got you. Appreciate you. You press down there, you can share the live. And so share it out to your supporters. I'm going to share it out to mine and see who is around these TikTok streets on this Sunday morning. So hopefully people are here getting ready to engage. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate your support. And so we'll see. You know, TikTok is still TikToking me, but that's okay because I'm going to keep showing up. However, actually, my 4 o'clock I may miss today, y'all. I'm just going to say that out loud. Because I actually have a meeting that and again, I say it's my bad because I remember doing it. I didn't realize that was going to be the change that was made. So that's the thing. I go back into the system because I had to schedule out time for someone else. Well, I think when I scheduled out time for someone else on Sundays, it impacted all of my Sundays. And so that person was able to get this Sunday coming or today to schedule a meeting. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't block that. So that was my bad. And those are the things that you gotta learn when you're doing this, and you're out here in these streets and you're making space for people. So yeah. So I end up yes, I had to fix my calendar. So, but I'm gonna honor the 4 o'clock that was scheduled and make sure that I was thinking, how you doing, Shady Spice? Come on in, friend. Um, how you doing? Is it Jelaine? Thank you so much. Uh, so I was gonna make it so that I don't interfere with this live anymore. So that's why I end up having to honor that time. I was thinking about coming in earlier or coming back later. Turns out I can't come back later because my husband has to get picked up from the airport. He was out for the weekend with his friends, so I have to go pick him up. And then to come earlier, my son, I just committed to him. So I was like, okay, I'll spend some time once I get off my call. So I don't think I'll be able to come back today. So we'll see. We'll see if I can make some space for coming back maybe even later. Thank you so much, Jamie Lee. How are you, friend? Come on in. How you doing, Shady Spice? Thank you all for coming in. Connecting, Angie. Hello. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you all for sharing out the live. So I appreciate all the support as you come in. Make sure you don't I have the daily heart me as my goal up here. So we'll see if that, if TikTok gives me a flash goal that includes the daily heart me. Hopefully TikTok's not that shady, shady spice. I bought 2 tapas last night. I'm like, yes, you did. Thank you so much. You did. I appreciate you. Yes, so that tapper, hopefully it comes in and comes in handy for you, friend, as you're out here. So yes, it's funny you said I bought 2 tappers. Like this is the other page, but it's still the same me. Like I'm like, okay. Yes, that so Jamie Lee, are you looking to do Save My Fingers? Yes, Fred, save your fingers. Um, are you looking to do shop on the other page? Is that what that other page is for? I didn't know. I guess I'm trying to figure out what's the goal for the other page because you kept the name the same. So I'm assuming you're gonna, yes, okay. So at some point you're gonna rebrand, you're gonna make this the other page kind of a new name, making sure that you're weaving in the TikTok shop stuff. Okay. TikTok shop is interesting. I will say that. You say can't wait to get mine. Awesome. It is interesting. I'm still learning and growing. It is definitely multitasking in a way that you're not normally used to when you're going live. Holly Q, are you still in the room? How are you going live yet? Have you started the process? I would love to hear others' experience. I know Just Fabulous, she's coming. She doesn't start until tomorrow, Monday. So again, it's just a different experience. So I will definitely tell you guys, hello Silver Fox, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you joining the live. What I will tell you is just keep doing it. I'm gonna say keep doing it. I'm interesting. I'm gonna see if I add another day. Hi Doc, how you doing, Roots? If I add another day or maybe 2, because I tell you all the time, thank you so much, that TikTok wants you to make sure you're showing up, you're doing it more consistently, and then that will help with pushing your live out too. And so there's support that comes on that end, especially the shoppable lives. They want to make sure people are seeing the products and there's visibility. So it's just definitely a different experience. I can't say if I think the jury's still out if I enjoy it as much as coming here. I think the multitasking is it goes faster. It's a faster pace, but definitely a different experience. Definitely a different experience. I want to do the package I bought from you on the other page. Oh, okay. So you're gonna do digital marketing too. Okay, awesome. On the other page. Um, yeah, so what I've noted, and this is just something I just say out loud, and again, it might be different for different people. On the other page, when I post non shoppable content, the reach is not there. So I think shop ends up taking over your algorithm. So I want to say that out loud and name that just in case you're over there. You're like, oh, it's not doing what I needed to do. Shop does have more impressions, maybe if nothing else, it's more impressions on the products. And so because of that, you get more views, you get more, a little bit more visibility. I'll say that. I don't know if you get as much engagement because people are not necessarily commenting, but you do see the view count. And because of that, you're like, oh, okay, so it's just a little bit more exposure than my other account, my other content. My other content, I'm trying to think the differences. The differences may be, you know, essentially how the video is constructed, the way you're doing your hashtags to products. So people might be searching those product hashtags and maybe some of the other hashtag or product adjacent hashtags that you will put. Like, for example, I might use a hashtag that says free shipping. Well, maybe people are looking for that. And so the products get impressions that way. Whereas you wouldn't do that for a regular content. So again, I just think that there's just a difference in terms of who's seeing those posts, the type of exposure it gets versus your traditional content that you may be doing. So I named that out loud just to see if that makes sense. Yeah. So I just named that out loud just in case you started and you're like, wait a minute. I'm not getting hardly any views on the stuff that's non-shoppable content. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, it could be very much associated with the fact that people are searching for products and the post is getting in front of those people. And they're, even if they're not commenting, they're looking and looking at the commercial. So that's a view. Whereas your other content, people might just swipe past it. So that may be the difference between the two. Hello, friends, all who are coming in. I appreciate you liking a lot. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, I'm here. Like I said, this is my level up, and I just want to make sure I am answering questions as you guys are engaging as well. Thank you for liking a lot, and any shares that you can provide would be greatly appreciated. And then I we'll see if TikTok gives me a wish goal. I mean a flash goal. My wish box is the daily heart me. I did that on purpose. so that way I can get that captured under the daily heart me. But we'll see. TikTok might roll around and give me the daily heart me once again as a flash goal. Are you guys, those who are going live in the room, are you seeing flash goals? Let me know if you're seeing flash goals. And what are your flash goals? Are they typically the roses, the puffs, the daily heart me? I think those are the three that I normally get. So let me know what else are you seeing in terms of your flash goals. Trying to see the differences between the rooms and stuff. All that are coming in, I appreciate you in position. Thank you so much for joining the live. Like I said, this is my live. Dion, how are you, friend? Flying in, doing the popular live, friends. Timon, thank you so much for joining. Again, this is Go Live and Monetize Your Expertise. So we'll get to chatting. And then my friends who are in the room, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, Dion, for the daily heart me. My friends who are joining, if you are new, because I see a few of you are new in the room. So if you are new, go ahead and put new in the chat. I like connecting with people. As you can tell, I want to make sure that I answer any questions, especially my new people who are curious about how this works. Shady Spice, how are you, friend? So Shady Spice, crazy bag lady, love it, love it, love it. You're growing your community too. So awesome. Good morning, Jerry. I'm making it through. Awesome. Appreciate you, friend. So Shady Spice, here's what I would tell you. One thing I want you to think about. Well, let me ask this: are you going live yet? Because you have 275. You probably have live access. The only reason why I would say you probably need more followers is because don't have a blue box. You said looking great. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Because you don't have a blue box. So the blue box is how TikTok knows your engagement, and essentially you get points. So you'll see people with the blue box. That means that they've leveled up and getting their points. We were teasing in my 4 o'clock yesterday because a lot of people's like, whoa, after you get to that level, I think it's after level 16, it gets tough, tough, tough to level up. He said, no, I haven't gone live. I never really thought about it. Okay, look at you. He's like, I never thought about it. Okay, well, in this live, I teach about a couple things. There's a couple things I talk about. So I talk about monetizing your expertise because I see live hosting as a way to build community. It's a way for monetization for you, just by being a live host. And then it's also a way to make additional passive income as you are thinking about talking to your audience, offering them a solution, being intentional about building that community where you're adding value and they're getting to know, like, and trust you. And then it's in turn, you are giving them a solution to whatever their pain point is or whatever thing that is challenging them. So whatever your live topic is, you can bring your expertise to that space. So that's partially what I'm talking about here. She would be so good live. Yes. Yes. So Luna, I'm assuming you're saying that either you know her or you know from her bio, Crazy Bag Lady. So I'm assuming she is into the handbags. So let me know, Shady Spice, if that's what you're talking about. Luna is into Lux products. He said, I'm a fan. Oh, Crazy Bag Lady. You got I said, Shady Bag Lady, you got a fan in the room. You got a fan in the room. I love that. Um, I love that. So come on in, friend. How are you doing? So let me know. So your content must be pretty interesting then. Thank you so much, NK. How are you, friend? Ruth, so you must be posting because you got fans in the room. Um, Good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you so much. I am into mid-range luxe bags, alternatives to high-end. Look at you. So yeah, you must be posting quite a bit. So you're not going live with your content. Um, yeah. So with that, you probably need to figure out, like, what does it mean to build community that way. Now, again, live hosting isn't for everybody. I will say that first and foremost. I get it. I'm afraid of live. I'm laughing because that's what I typically get. And I was that person who was afraid of it too. So I typically get that in my 4 o'clock where people are like, I'm afraid to be in front of the camera. I don't know what to expect. And so what I tell people, you gotta get comfortable talking to yourself. Essentially, that's who you're talking to. And as you're talking to yourself, you are talking to your audience. You are talking to people who want to listen to your message. And then you can build, there's some strategy into it as well, because you can really invite friends and others. Hello, Miss Darlene. How are you? Good morning. You can invite friends and others to join your live, and then that becomes part of an opportunity for you to just socialize and connect with them as well in an intentional way. The other thing I will offer, girl, I talked to myself. Okay, just cut the camera on then, friend. Just cut the camera on. Just cut the camera on and say, you know what? Let me finish this conversation with myself. Because, yes, that's it. You're missing out on the opportunity to connect with your people. Yes. And I tell people all the time, there are people who are definitely interested in your topic. I was bragging on you yesterday afternoon, Luna. I don't think you were in the live. I was bragging about your live I sat in on because it gave me an opportunity to connect and talk about something I normally don't talk about. Yeah, I was so what I shared was that I love your questions because your questions were really just questions that the audience, your viewers, were able to easily engage in. She was asking questions like, okay, what kind of metals do you like? Are you a silver girly Are you a gold? Are you mixed metals? I was like, you know what? I love my silver hoops. I love silver. My glasses, the frame here, so I love silver. So I was like, let me put silver in here. And and again, I'll wear gold. Obviously, it looks good with certain clothes I'm wearing and how I accessorize. But yeah, so it was just easy in sense of how she was having questions because of her topic. And then obviously she was talking about what's your what was the bag that you bought and how many bags do you have, and she was just going in and questions that I normally don't talk about. um and then I was teasing Luna because I was like, Luna knows all the official names for the LV bags. I was like, I don't know those official names. I knew the epi letter. I do know that because I had the circular barrel one. So that was actually one of my first LV bags. And so when you said the official names, I was like, I don't know what she's saying, but let me look it up. But some of those bags I do have. I do a lot of the special edition bags. So I have a few by some of the designers that are out there that have done special edition LV bags, especially the Neverfull. The Neverfull, I have three Neverfulls, but they're all different colors. Different. They're not the traditional. What do you call it? The traditional. The official name that I'm trying to say. The monogram, the official monogram that they have. So yes, the monogram. There we go. I don't have a monogram. I actually don't even own one because again, all my bags have something unique about how LV decided to do it. Yeah. So anyway, I say that to you, Shady Lady, because I wanted to make sure you saw like it's. I mean, Shady Spice. It is a way to bring in your audience in a way that that people have a passion and interest that you have, and it's a conversation that maybe they're not having or able to have with other people. So when they come to your live, you're bringing them in. You're asking questions. So if you get a chance, go. I don't know if you're on a regular schedule. Anyone who's a live host, let's do this real quick because I say this all the time. My live host, if you're in the room, put what your live host time, topic, time zone. I'm stressing time zone. So time zone as well, but put your topic and time zone because again, there's probably people in this room that want to go to your live. Oh no, you had it right. Shady Lady. Okay, is my alter ego. I love that. I was like, I know you said crazy bag lady is in the bio. It's like, but I don't think that's her name, but that's your alter ego, Shady Lady. I love it. I love it. Yes. So yeah, you may want to follow Luna because I think Luna connected with you. You may want to follow her because again, I went to live number 2 for you, Luna. Have you done 3 yet? Let me know if you've done 3. So she just started, and really a great conversation. Like I said, I sat in. I was like, oh gosh, these are some great questions, and questions that I was interested in answering. No schedule yet. Okay, gotcha. Not yet. All right, friend. Shay Sprays, how are you, friend? Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Monday, so you said Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Okay, and Shay Sprays, you do the air freshener sprays. I think that's it. Yes, natural air fresheners made with essential oils. Oh, I love that. I need to stop by your live. I'm gonna see Thursday. I can't do because I'm doing my shop live, but Monday, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can try to make that. Thank you so much. How you doing, Kathleen? Thank you so much. Good morning. How are all of you doing? Come on in. We're giving our live host information in the chat. We're giving that information. So if you can share what your if you're a live host, what's your topic, time, and time zone. Good morning, everyone. How you doing, Norma? Thank you so much, friend. How are you? I keep missing her lives. Who lives? Luna? Luna's lives? Oh, yeah. Well, she's only done 2 so far. She's only done 2. So yes, so she's gonna come up. She'll figure out a schedule at some point. But again, I think that'll be a good one to go to. So Shady Spice, what I talk about, this is my level up conversation. So typically in this particular live, I try to stress the importance of being intentional, knowing your audience, how to connect with them, how to support them, how to make sure that you are, again, being intentional about deciding on your topic, your and then your keywords. So as you are going live, you are talking to your target audience. Glow with Donna, how are you, friend? Scheduled live crafting. Okay, scheduled live crafting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, and daily live pop-ups also. I love that. So the crafting, what type of craft are you into? Are you doing, I don't know, knitting, crocheting, uh, painting, coloring? Kathleen, which one are you doing? Let me check your bio. It's probably in the bio. Arts and crafts. Okay, so it's still very fairly, it's crafting generally. So what type of craft do you do? Hello, how you doing, Glow? All types. I help do tutorials for beginners. Oh, I love it. I love it. So when you say crafting, so if you like, I'm picturing back in the day with the popsicle sticks, something like that, where you're like creating your little house with the popsicle sticks, or you might do, what do you call it? I was thinking about the paper mache. Is that like you're like broad, like different types of crafting? And I'm assuming maybe not the knitting and stuff like that. Thank you all. We're coming in, Mamo. How are you, friend? Appreciate you grabbing that daily heart me. So thank you so much, everyone who's coming in the room. Hello, how you doing, Lee J and Chef Eves with the E? Love that. Come on in, friend. Thank you all for joining the live. We're gonna get to liking. If you don't mind sharing out the live, if you touch the middle of my nose or my screen in the middle, you could share out the live to many of your followers. I'm gonna share on my own live. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you, Miss Darlene, sharing the live. So, so I talk about when you said thank you. Good Sunday, Doc. Thank you so much, friend. Manuel, Mammal. Appreciate you being here. When I talk about going live, most recently, you know what you got? You got filtered, Kathleen. I just see the second comment that says most recently. So TikTok is TikToking right now. So it filtered your comment. But I, if you want to see if you could write maybe a smaller comment or a couple words that may pick up. Thank you all for connecting. My new people in the room, just so that you know, when you're connecting with people, just go ahead and click their photo. And then you can click follow or follow back and then do the @ symbol where you're connecting with them and you're saying words. That @ symbol allows you to say words like hello, how are you, good morning, happy Sunday. Don't use the words like scooped and followed and gotcha. Those are the words. Those are the words that are used for those grow rooms. We're engaging, we're connecting, but we're not a grow room. So just make sure that you're doing that. And then I tell people all the time, if you are new to coming to a live, just know that if you look at the people in the room, how you doing, Lady Exclusive? Thank you so much for being here. If you look at the people in the room with the number here, it tells you who are the top engagers. So you can see the points that they've collected. So you always want to make sure you are leveling up and getting points for your engagement. Your engagement comes from you tapping the screen. Okay, it comes from you commenting. So as you're commenting and having conversations, you'll see how you're ranking. Okay, so that's all important. We are grown in this room. Yes, we are. Hey, Lady Exclusive and Driven, teach us. Look here. I appreciate you all. The FYP, I appreciate your friend. Pearls, thank you so much, Casually. My page just highlights the most recent live arts and crafts. Okay, appreciate you. I'm going to take a look, friend. Thank you so much. But yeah, so engagement. How are you, friend? Engagement King. Thank you so much. So when you are looking at who's in the room, also, I tell my new people, if you're new and you're trying to figure out what happens in here, what are all these different things, let me know if you have specific questions. Like I said, this is where if you are going live and if something is you're curious about, you're trying to figure out how does XYZ person use whatever feature, I can point you in the right direction. You're so good. Thank you so much. I can put you in the right directions because I want you to be successful. Okay. So I know I've gone to a couple lives and people are like, how do you pin a comment? Okay. You press the word and you click, the screen pops up and you pin the comment. So simple as that. If you see something where I have a sticker here, says support my fan club, again, that's a sticker. TikTok added some new stickers in the sticker area. So click enhance, click sticker, and then you can get to the different stickers to put on your screen. If you are curious about the way I do sounds, again, it's an enhance. You click enhance and then you can do the different sound effects. Okay? So my hand heart is actually called a hand heart. It is actually in the effects. You can press the little magnifying glass, type in the word hand heart, and you will come to this one. Okay? So I give tips. I don't want you guys to be in the dark about this. This is all very easy. It's simple to learn and grow this way. At the end of the day, you can be successful. So I don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, all this is so complicated. It is not. You get used to it as you continue to do it. And I'm gonna update my goals here. And let me know if you have any specific questions. We'll put those in there too. How you doing, Empowered? Happy Sunday, everyone. Hope everyone's doing good today. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for coming in, getting a daily heart me. Appreciate all the support, friends coming in. Um, so I want to make sure I'm answering any questions. So my friends up here, what I was sharing up here, if you click the number of people in the room, there's a question mark in the corner. Always go to the question mark. The question mark tells you how to become a top viewer. That's from tapping the screen. You get 3 points for every 10 minutes of engagement. That's from sharing out the live. You get 3 points for every 10 minutes of engagement. So as you're sharing the live out, as you're commenting, you get points for that. Now, sharing the live actually is something where you get points for. TikTok is like, you know what, we're going to give you points for that. Hello, how you doing, Heart and Joy? Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. As you are sharing out the live, you now get points because of the daily heart me. So if you claim the daily heart me and you come in and get that, you need coins on your account to do that. Coins come from the gift box. You can recharge there. Thank you so much, Heart and Joy, getting that daily heart me. You can recharge there and get coins on your account. It's in the app. It's within TikTok. Or you can go to the website. TikTok is really promoting the website now. It is www.tiktok.com, /coin. So you can go there, log in, and get coins. There's a discount because you don't have the app fee here. So you want to make sure you are getting every penny counts. Every penny counts. Good morning. How you doing, Mary? Thank you for that daily heart me. Hope all, you said good morning, everyone. Hope you are all having a blessed day. Thank you so much for being here. I use the website now too. Yes, the website is where you recharge. Now, once you start recharging there, you can get a discount. So I tell people, if you're getting $20 in coins, 2,000 is plenty. They give you a little extra, and then you can use those coins to engage properly. And then I tell you all, hello, how you doing? DD407, thank you so much for being here. I'm a woman God living in Tennessee. I love life and all God's people. Appreciate you joining the live today. All my friends who are joining, come on in. Make sure you say hello and greet the live host, which is me. Say hello. If you have not started following me, click here to follow me if you're not following me. Or if you do the daily heart me, it's an instant follow to me, to the live host. So you want to make sure. When I tell people, it's almost like when you come into someone's house. When you come into someone's house, you would not expect people not to say hello to you. Okay? That's just proper etiquette. So think about it as proper etiquette to say, okay, when I come into someone's live room, I'm going to make sure I follow them. Now, if I don't like their topic and I don't like what they're talking about, I realize this is not the room for me, you can always unfollow them, okay? So you are not married to them. You can always unfollow them. So just keep that in mind. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure you greet. Good morning, Tiffany. How are you, friend? Hello, Happy. How are you, friend? Thank you, Empowered, for the finger heart. Appreciate the love. So again, you can always unfollow someone, but that is the proper etiquette. The other thing is, it says support my fan club. That is the normal culture that is here for TikTok. I'm not a fan of the fan club term. I don't know. Was it Luna? Were you the one you said the fan club? She said fam. We not fans. We family. I love that. That's what we are. We are family. Got it. Go. Nice to engage everyone. Thank you so much, Shady, for being here. And so as you are engaging, yes, fam club. I love that. That's what we are. We're gonna be the fam club. That's it. And so you're engaging because you want to be here. You want to support. You want to be part of this community. So it's not about being a fan. It's about you being a. I say I love the team. The team. We're family. We live together. We work together. We do all the things together. So that's what this is about. So you want to make sure you are supporting. Um, Thank you, Nika Grace. I appreciate your friend. And so as you are engaging, you're so the gifting is part of it too, because TikTok gives you a point for every coin that you spend. So I say that because as you are getting coins on your account, you want to make sure you're maximizing them. Now, when it comes to engagement, also, you'll see it here, the blue box. So the blue box, thank you so much, friends. When you come into someone's live, I tell you always check your levels. Check what level you're on. Check to see what you're doing. Thank you so much, Glow. Glow, I'm going to ask you, friend, do slower so you stay there longer. You might have finished now. But if you did it slower, you hang. It's a hang time that goes up there. So if you tap slow, bump, bump. It's like a a half, a second and a half. That's what it's like. 1,000, boom. 1,000, boom. So you'll see. See, look, there you go, Nika Grace. That's it. That's it. So you stay a little longer as you're doing it. That's how it is. So yep, you do that like that. That's speed. And that's it. You just hang a little longer. People see you. And so, I just gave you guys a tip because if you go to those rooms, I don't advocate that you go to those rooms all the time. But if you end up going to those rooms where the room is rooming and people are just hanging up there and the live host is like, oh, this person did this person did that. I was trying to level up. Look at you. Look at you. Thank you so much, friend. You leveled up too. You did. Look at that. Level 14. Appreciate your friend. You definitely leveled up. Thank you so much. So you'll go to those rooms and people hang up there for a long time because they know the strategy to do it a little slower. Now, one of the things is it creates visibility for you. Okay? So you're hanging up there, you're visible. When those rooms are rooming like that, you can't necessarily get seen because people are the chat's chatting so fast, people are just scrolling and swiping through, and you're not able to see people. So when you do it like that, yes, Candy, that's it. So when you do it like that, you stay up there longer and people see you. So it gives you visibility. So I'm going to give that tip because I wanted you all to know like that's a trick that people don't realize that they need to do if they want to just hang out longer. Thank you so much, Candy. And then, if you're looking to, like I said, connect with people, when you go to those rooms, I say look at the bio. Always look at the bio. Make sure you're paying attention to what the bio says about the person. Make sure they have one. Make sure you're not connecting with the US ER and all the numbers, and that you are able to then you're able to then follow them. Now the problem with going to those rooms is that people follow and they unfollow. So you'll see a lot of that happening where people are just doing the follow for follow's sake. Okay. And then at the end of the day, they're getting their numbers, but not giving numbers. They're taking numbers away. So just recognize, I tease and say, if you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. That's exactly what would happen. So you got to be careful when you go into those rooms. Just making sure that it's people who you want to engage with, people who you will hopefully get support from. No guarantee, but that's the goal. Um, Yes, they do. They happen to be. That happened to you yesterday? Yes. People are following and follow you. You go in there and you're thinking you got, you know, um, 60 followers. You end up with 25 because they've unfollowed. So, yeah, a lot of that is happening. Those rooms are hard work. I made it out alive. Yes, you did, friend. You did. It is. You are putting some time in and a little bit of coins too, okay? Let me just say that. You putting a little bit of coins in at the same time. So you just got to make sure that that it's worth the effort. Now, I tell you, if you go in there, and this is kind of what Holly Q was doing, when you go, you say, yep. When you go there, you're going there with a strategic focus, okay? So that's what I tell you. You want to go there for a reason. You're not just, that is not your hangout all the time. That is very much about what are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to get a milestone? Maybe you need 1,000 followers potentially to get TikTok Shop or to put a clickable link in your bio, okay? You don't need it for live hosting because you're live hosting a lot sooner. That's the blue boxes. But you do need it for that clickable link where people can go to your profile, click your link, and it takes them to the website. Um, or you need it to get TikTok Shop if you're looking to do the pilot program. Now, I tell you this all the time, TikTok does not give it to you right at 1,000. The clickable link is more or less right at 1,000, but TikTok Shop is not. TikTok Shop, I've seen people get at 1,500, 1,700, 2,100. Typically, if it takes you up into the 2,000s, something may be awry with how your page is following the rules. So maybe you are not in good community standing because you haven't done an auto check to make sure you don't have the red circles. Or maybe you are on again, off again, following those banned accounts. So you got to remove those accounts. So typically that's why I will see TikTok give it to you 1,500, 1,000, anywhere between 1,000 to 1,500, somewhere in there. If it's beyond that, it's something on your end that you might want to pay attention to. So yeah, Nika Grace, she said yes, it was a teaching room. It hit 400 finally, and I think I was down under that room. Then I was down under that this morning. Really? So you were it hit? Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, you're right under 400. Nika Grace, we're gonna if you guys, if you are new to my room and you're not following Nika Grace, I'm gonna tell you right now, friend. This is somebody who is a supporter. There's a lot of supporters in this room. Let me say that. But Nika Grace, she comes to the shoppable live. She comes to the 10 o'clock, the 4 o'clock. She is in here. So I so appreciate you, friend. So yes, you are, and a lot of you are Miss Darlene, Holla Q, Jamie. Was just fashionable. A lot of you will come and keep coming back, empowered, keep coming back. And so I appreciate all the support. You guys are amazing. That's what this is all about. And you want those type of people in your team. That's what I will say. You want those type of people. So if you are not following Nika Grace, you might be missing out on somebody who is going to really really support you, both now and in the future. So just keep that in mind, guys. Let's see how many people will continue to support. Thank you so much, Heart and Joy. Appreciate you, Lady Exclusive. So make sure you are following the right people too. So yeah, going in those rooms, you have to be careful about what you're doing. Thank you so much, everyone. They even okay, hold on. They even tag you knowing that they didn't follow. Yes, yes, Candy. People will do that. People will do that. Here's the thing about it too. Let me say this. A lot of people are so new to understanding TikTok. I'm going to say this. People don't know that there's a limit that you can follow daily. There's a 200 limit. And so if you went down and followed everybody who was in your inbox or a suggested follower, and you followed 200 of those, and then you think you're going to go to live and click follow people, no, you're not. You hit your limit. And so you got to make sure you're not hitting your limit before you go in those rooms. And as you could tell, there's people in the room who will call you out if you're doing it unintentionally or intentionally. People will call you out. So just be careful in that way too, because people know, they know the ropes. And if you don't know, you're gonna learn. You will learn. He said, I have a daily milestone, come up with a cute phrase or two and get in and out. There we go. There we go. I love that, Alec. You say, hey, you got your cute phrase and you are in and out. I don't blame you, friend. Thank you, Dr. Lisa, I try to support people who support. There we go. Yep. Nika Grace, you're welcome, friend. You are so welcome. So as you guys are coming through, I know you guys, if you have questions, let me know. And if you're new to my room, let me know as well. My kid about to empty a bottle of what? A bottle of perfume? Crazy on her dress. Oh my gosh. Be careful. I saw a dress on the TikTok shop. Can I make a shoppable video on that dress and how? Oh, Mary. So, Mary, let me ask this. So, I got to ask questions now. So, you do have TikTok shop. I was just talking about it. And you're asking how to make a video. So, a couple different ways. You can, first of all, go to your TikTok shop creator side. You could click there. If you, well, honestly, if you went on your profile and just clicked your showcase, click the product, click where you get your commission amount, you know, where the number for your commission for that dress would be. Click that area, swipe it up. If you swipe up that screen, it's going to show you how, who have posted about that video. So you can see other creators that have already posted. So you might want to look at that for some inspiration. You also can scroll down. There's like a little camera icon. Click that, and then it will take you to a screen where you can do a virtual assistant where they can write a script for you. So you can get a script written, or you click the camera and it'll start where you have to set up the name of the product, and then you can start your video. So you can add that link to your video, and then it'll take you to the video screen as if you're about to do a regular post. So then at the end of that video, you should see the link to that product because you started with the product. Now, you could do it the other way, where you start your video or do your live, I'm sorry, your page, your post the way you would always do it. So do your post, and then on the settings screen where it says add a link, you could add a product link. And then again, it takes you to your showcase, and then you would add that product. So you could do either way. The thing about music, you got to make sure you're using the commercial sound. So a lot of people miss that. So you got to use the commercial sound music that's in the app. TikTok gave us a flash go. What? TikTok. Guys, TikTok gave us the heart me. Luna, if you're in the room still, you said it. You called it, friend. I don't know if you're still here, but you called it. You said TikTok is probably going to give you the heart me, because I had done the heart me when you guys first entered. So it is all good. TikTok is TikToking me. So it's been doing it, and I'm just going to be like, whatever, TikTok. Whatever. That is quite all right. Thank you so much. Thanks, Dr. for teaching how to support correctly. You're welcome, friend. You are so welcome, Miss Darlene. I appreciate you. Let's see. Hello, Kitchen Time. How are you, friend? How are you doing? So yeah, let me know, Mary, if that made sense. I was just catching up on some comments. And if you have any questions about that, can you see someone you blocked or blocked you in other rooms? You shouldn't be able to. If you are, so you and that person are in the same room. So if you and that person who you blocked or they blocked you are in the same room, I don't think you will be able to see them. I wonder if TikTok will let y'all be in the same room. I find that hard to believe, but so I don't know if it will show up on, I don't know if it will show up on your feed or their feed that you guys are in the same room. So I'm not sure if you can, but I don't think so. That would be my thought about it. Like your paths won't cross anymore. Who would be interesting though? Who would be kind to bless me with a phone? Oh, and a tapper. I love it. When you block someone during our live, does it affect your stream? I heard it doesn't. I heard it doesn't. When you're blocking someone, no. If they're, because TikTok even gives you the message like, is there things about what they said you want to keep blocked? So I don't think it affects your stream. Now, if people are saying that you shouldn't block people, then I don't think so. Because TikTok, if people are being inappropriate and saying derogatory comments and stuff, you want to mute and block them. And you want to actually report them too. So, hello, Granny D. How are you? You want to make sure you report them also. You seen her? So you seen the person you blocked. Did they have another page? They were in, you guys, so say the person, I'm just going to make the assumption. Say the person was in this room. They came into the same room you were in, and that's the person you blocked. They shouldn't be able to see you. I don't, but if you see her, then maybe she sees you. If that's the case, if y'all both, did y'all both block each other? He said, I really don't understand it all, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. Yeah, Mary, have you ever posted a video before? If you posted a video, just post a video like you normally would, and then before you click post, don't post the video officially. The screen where you're adding hashtags, the location. If you scroll down, you can add the link that way. Yes. No, same. I was shocked. Oh wow, wow. Reporting does nothing. I used to report all the time, and TikTok would say they didn't find a problem. Interesting. Find a problem with the person you were reporting. That's happened to me. Yeah, that's happened to me. You said I'm trying it again tonight. Okay, awesome. Um, yeah, that's happened to me too. 100. Yeah, I report daily. Oh, he said I report daily. What Heart and Joy? What is happening? What are you saying? These are like trolls coming in, and you report them. Now the trolls, you gotta block them. You gotta block them. That I will say. You gotta mute and block them. Um, Somebody's comment got filtered. I apologize. Well, TikTok did it. It's not my fault, but yeah, somebody's comment got filtered. Or, so yeah, so TikTok's like, y'all are not gonna be talking about me. uh, Interesting. So wait a minute. Heart and Joy, no, it happened to me. They continue talking to me though. As a viewer, block them. Okay. So were you in your live? Let me make sure. Yeah, I have problems from 5 same accounts saying I commented and they get blocked and they got blocked. Same comments. I'm assuming they're saying the same things. I agree. No, I was a viewer. Oh, you were a viewer. You were a viewer and you were able to go back to that person's page, to their live, and they blocked you. Oh wow. Yeah, that's interesting. I know I had someone who was spamming me a lot and I blocked and muted them. They were coming in spamming the chat and they got blocked and muted. And they came back almost daily. So to your point, the blocking doesn't always affect everybody. I'm not sure why. You said no, they messaged me saying that they seen me comment about something and they got off, got back offering me some. Oh, some course or something. Interesting. Interesting. If someone falsely reported, can you find out who did it? I don't think so. I've never seen anything that shows you who reported on you. It's supposed to be anonymous. So when I was reporting my imposter accounts, it was supposedly anonymous. Now, did they find out or did they know? I don't think so, because those accounts, again, are not well known in that way. So I'm assuming I can still search. Like I was able to look and search for them because they were still up for a while until when I did the copyright infringement, they went down, but they were still out there. So when I reported in the app, it would just say it's an anonymous report. So yeah, I've seen a lot of imposters on TikTok now. Yes, yeah, it's interesting the flood of imposters because there's a lot of celebrities. When you look at their page, you don't know. Sorry, you don't know if it's the real page or not. There's no way of knowing because the followers are so high up. I mean, the imposters have so much of a high count because people are just following them, and you don't know which is real and which is not. Sometimes you can check with the little blue verified, but again, not everybody has that. So it's pretty pervasive now. They're gonna have to figure that out. I think that's probably the biggest thing because especially as you're getting more people who are amassing a lot of followers, and then they end up having imposter accounts they have to deal with. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all for being here. Appreciate all the support. Thank you so much as you are here. Let me know if you have any other questions. Typically with this live, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stay 90 minutes. So I'll probably stay for another 30 minutes or so. Again, let me know if you have any questions as you are engaging. Then the reporting the imposters, like I said, the other thing you can do, and people often miss this, you can go to TikTok support. So if you go 3 lines at the top, support, and put in a ticket, maybe put in a ticket, report a problem, and report a problem by clicking the little, it's like a little pencil with paper symbol. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm sleepy. I don't know why that yarn just keeps coming down. But it's like that symbol. And you click that and you can manually type in a problem, report a problem. So you probably want to do that and just see if there is any clarification you can get on how you are reporting an account you're blocking. And maybe that account is blocked for a reason that is detrimental in terms of how they were engaging with you. Maybe, I always think about like stalkers or something like that. You want to be careful so no one's potentially can harm you or harm others. And so maybe put that in there and just see if there is, based on your rationale for wanting them blocked, put that in there. Sometimes the offensive comments are enough as well, so you just want to make sure you're putting that in there. Thank you so much, Happy. I appreciate you, friend. I saw you. Appreciate you. You all famous getting imposters. Oh, you're so funny. I have to check and see if my imposters have they popped back up. I got rid of some about 2 weeks ago. They were popping back up pretty fast. So I checked, I think last week. So it was about 7 days ago. I checked and was no new ones. So I need to check again and see if some new ones have popped up. The short stuff, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you all. And really quickly, let me know if you are new to the room. I always point out my new people and making sure I'm answering questions for you as well. If you have any questions about how to get started, I'm happy to answer them. And then if there's any ongoing questions from my current followers, appreciate the support there as well. And enjoy your lives. Thank you so much, Debbie. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning. Good morning. So I'll stay a few more minutes only because my son is left to roam around. He's in the playroom. He's doing his coloring and stuff. But the others are asleep still. So I realized, I was like, wait a minute, I didn't tell anybody to be on the lookout because he will come up here soon and do a little extra stuff. Let's see. I changed the word spiritual to supernatural in my bio in the direct FRS. What is FRS for? Direct messages, maybe? Is that what you were going to write? Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. Appreciate you, Debbie. Hello, everyone. Happy, I'm going to get to you today, actually. I'll send the update for you as well. Thank you so much, the Crafty Auntie. Thank you all coming in. I see you all. Appreciate the support. TikTok is hearing that I'm about to head out, so new people are coming in. That's how they did me yesterday. I was chatting, and I was like, okay, guys, I really do have to go. I really was. I was having to leave. Today, I got to leave only because I told him I was going to take him for an outdoor activity, take him to the park. Because that's what his dad does when he's here. He's like, they do their little Sunday activities and stuff. So I said I'll take him out so he can get out the house a little bit. Sarah, how are you, friend? Come on in. Pearl Drops, thank you so much. Appreciate all the questions that was coming in. The short stuff, yes, happy to engage everyone. Thank you so much. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you're new to the room, let me know. As you guys know, I am still operating within the shadows of TikTok, so it's all good. I'm going to continue to come and show up. However, at 4 o'clock today, I won't be able to come because I scheduled a meeting. So I won't be here for 4 o'clock, but I will be back tomorrow at my regular 10 and 4 p.m. Eastern. So I'm going to continue to show up for that. If you haven't gotten a Daily Heartbeat, TikTok gave it to us as a flash goal because TikTok is being extra because I had it as my regular goal. So it gave me a flash goal like 30, 45 minutes later. But it was already there. Did you make... Oh, did I make this on my artwork myself? No, I bought it, friend. I bought it. Not new, just here. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have questions. Appreciate you, the Crafty Auntie. No, I bought that. I bought it from like a place like, you know how you have like Home Goods, Ross, TJ Maxx, someplace like that. That's where I got it from. I can't remember which one. I've had it for about 6 years. It was like a no, it was a post-pandemic. So it was during that time. So I got it because I made this like my home often. Yeah, so it was one of those places, but it's been a while. That's what I'm saying. It's been easily, I'm going to say 2020 was pandemic. So I'm going to say 4 years. So post pandemic 2021, I got it. Because I made it my office, this space here, because I've been working from home since then. And and so with that, I got it then. Community and connection. Look at you. Oh, supernatural energetic community and connection. Oh, nice, nice. Love that. Interesting. Love that. Yes. Hi, all. How you doing, Ebony? Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so a place like TJ Maxx, Ross, Home Goods is so beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, it came from one of those type of stores. It came from one of those. I think during that time I was probably like into a home goods phase. So I'm gonna say home goods. I think that's where I got it from. Someplace like that. I was in that phase for a while. Um, Home Goods or TJ Maxx, one of the two. It came from one of those. I think they're all under the same parent company. So it's one of those type of department store type brands that I went to. Marshalls, someplace like that. How you doing, Wendy Lou? How are you, friend? Thank you all for coming in, connecting. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. So yes, so that's the artwork. Let me know. So I said this is my level up conversation because again, this is where you were talking about your brand. I'm not gonna do it, go through the whole spiel today because, like I said, I'm gonna try to maybe stay on for a little bit longer. But if you click my profile, you'll get to my stand store. So click my photo, click my photo, my mini profile pops up. Then click my photo again. You can get to my stand store if you need one-on-ones with me. If you need to get my overthinking to action guide. If you need my bundle, I've discounted it. It's normally 127. I made it 47 this month of June. So that's a discount for you. My one-on-ones are 45 minutes. That's available if you need strategic business strategy. So I'm happy to talk to you there. Susie Q, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for joining. So all that is there. And so I'm also an affiliate for UBC. If you get UBC, you become part of my Instagram group chat, as well as with the bundle, you get a different Instagram group chat. So again, that becomes a way for you to start this from a digital marketing perspective and then grow. So as you're building your business. So let me know if there's questions. 40K, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. We did hit 40K. Yay. We'll see if we can hit up to 50. But thank you so much, friends. As like I said, as you can tell, I'm in the shadows and it's not stop shadowing. But I'm okay. Because like I said, I'm talking to you all. I know anyone who's in this room, and if you need support or help, I'm here to help you, friends. Thank you so much. Nice. Yes, I still can't get into the TikTok creator program. Keeps rejecting me for another 30 days. Huh, I have no idea. I have no idea either, Wendy. That's interesting. Wendy, interesting. I wonder, and you're looking at your accounts in terms of your followers. I wonder, and then you're looking at your account in terms of the community guidelines where you're doing that account check. Yeah, do you have any violations? That's the question. Do you have any violations? So if you have a violation out there and haven't appealed it, that would stop you. You gotta make sure you don't have any violations. So check your videos. Yeah. Do do an account check when you go on your home screen. Account check has moved up to the upper part of my profile for me. So you should be able to see it towards the top. So if you click um, on your profile page, if you click TikTok Studio, on that screen, it says good standing. Let me ask this, even though it says good standing, do you have a video that is like really, really low performing? Like maybe it's, go figure, yeah. If there's a video that's low performing under 100, I may even make that video private. If you have a video like that, where it's under 100, meaning that it's like in the teens or 20s, yeah. You have several like that? I would, with your number of followers, you shouldn't have videos that are performing that low. So I would say there's something going on with that video. Views or likes, views. I'm talking about views. So views meaning that it didn't get much reach. If you have a video like that, go ahead and make that video. Set it to private. If it's more than one, set it to private. Um, yeah, likes. People might like it, might not, but the views is what I'm mainly referring to in terms of its reach. Okay. Yeah, make those videos all private if there's multiple like that. Make them all private. When you click the video itself, and then there's three dots along the right hand side, scroll down and set it to click the privacy settings where only you can see the videos. That's what I would do for any video that's performed under 100. So that means that, people talk about the 200 Jill. That's a thing. That means your video is performing low as well, but that's not as concerning as under 100. And like I said, especially if it's like super low, like maybe only reach 50 or 60 people. With 2,000 viewers, you should have more than that. You said, Dr. Lisa, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? You know what? I made chili on Friday, and we're eating leftovers, y'all. We've been eating leftovers, and they had a Friday, Saturday, and now Sunday, and they're gonna finish it Sunday because it should be done. But yes, I made a big pot of chili, and I probably shouldn't have done that because they are tired of it now. But hey, I don't cook like that, not like that. Um, okay, thanks. Try that. Yes, you said bravo. um, yeah, try try that, Wendy. See if that's something else going on with your account. Even though it's not a violation, it's something going on with those videos. Maybe it's the music. Maybe it's something else that they're noting. Lindsay, hello, friend. And congratulations on level 4, friend. I would, so the videos is one thing. The other thing, are you checking for banned accounts? And so I'm assuming you're checking that a couple days a week because that's something else that you want to make sure you stay on top of. So that's where you go to your friends and following, and in that search bar, type in the word user with all the numbers. User with all the numbers, and put that in the search bar. And then you'll see any account that has no photo and they have user with all the numbers. When you click it, you'll see where that account was banned. So what tip then, and this is why I tell people, if you are, if you have any, if you have a situation where your videos are, you haven't optimized your profile, so you have no photo, you have users still, that's what TikTok strips you back to when you are in violation. So you want to remove that, or you want to add and optimize your profile rather. When you start going live, did it take a while for you to get over 10 people in the room? You know what? It usually takes about 2.5 weeks. Where it was over 10, week 1, I think I had gotten to 10 by the end of week 1. By week 2, I probably was averaging between 10 and about 14, 16 on the high end. So that was week 2. Week 3, it was probably averaging anywhere between 16 to 22. So about 16 people on average in week 2. Week 3, that's when I saw, towards the end of week 3, it was almost going into week 4. That's when the ban happened. That banned on, I think it was January 19th or so. And then we went dark for a few hours and then it came back on. Within the next couple days of that, it became pretty activated. So people were coming in, I got followers, I got connections. So all that was happening within that time frame. So just know that band helped to boost more people into the app and bringing us visibility. Right now I'm in the shadows of TikTok, so I'm still operating in that space. We'll see what happens by the end of this week. I think the end of this week it'll get me towards 14 days of me noticing this decline. Now, I don't know if it's because, again, the 2 accounts, Nika Grace, I think you mentioned that in our chat. We were talking like it could have been that could be very well it. And I don't I'm suspicious of it only because I've been. You said that's what you heard. Yeah, I'm only suspicious of it because I see multiple people who have different pages, and so I don't know. I don't know. That's makes sense. The timing aligns. It does. I see. That's the thing about it. The timing aligns. That's it. The other timing that aligns is that I also quit GQ. And so now, again, they didn't talk about this. They don't talk about this. I'm assuming it wasn't happening, so I'll say that. But what if they were offering some type of, by being with the agency, was offering some type of exposure that I wasn't aware of? So just gotta keep that in mind. I'm not saying that it does, but it might be a contributing factor to like, okay, now that support's gone. I'm not with an agency. Now I'm with I'm out here by myself on my own. So I don't know. All the different things are going throughout my head about what could it be, what's going on. I personally think if you keep pushing it out, it will level. Yeah, pushing it and it will level out. Yeah, I agree. The most I saw was was it yesterday? There was a lot of activity. It was a lot of pushing that happened with sharing the live and comments as well as gifting. It got up to about 38. I think that's the highest I saw it get. And then it dropped down. So it's almost like TikTok was like, no, I'm not doing you. I see you pushing it up. Let me bring you back down. So that's what I'm experiencing. Did you like GQ? Um, I think GQ's training, its resources were really good and helpful. I would say though, because they emphasize the battle culture so much, it's not a good fit for me. So I had to move on. And then it was also, in my opinion, it was lacking when it came to helping with other ways of supporting creators. So when it came to giving suggestions beyond just, oh, go ahead and battle, they could do that. When it came to dealing with my imposter accounts, no feedback, no guidance there. So again, to me, you want an agency that's going to help you when times are good and everything's going well and the room is rooming and they can say, oh yeah, you're doing wonderful. Or when things are downturning, you're trying to figure out why don't I have the views or why I have these imposter accounts that are messaging all my people. So stuff like that, I kind of think about, okay, I want more from an agency and I don't think they could provide that. In your other live last week, that was, yes. Yeah. And again, I think shops are different, but yes, yes. There's a lot of time and focus being placed on the TikTok shops right now too. You said it's a big agency. Jamie Lee, yes, it is. Go Boutique. Okay, interesting. Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is a big agency, and I think, the creator managers that they assign you aren't able to maybe offer different types of differentiation that needs to happen between creators. So they just kind of give you this scripted approach to say, oh, we'll do this, do that, because it works for the big creators. And maybe your room is different. And maybe if you're not battling, then your room is totally different. And that's just what it is. And so you need to be able to say, okay, well, because you're this type of room, let me give you this list of suggestions. Here's some things you can do. Again, that's not where they're going to pour into, because agencies, they say they get paid by TikTok, in which TikTok probably does cut their check, but it is based off the performance of your creators, your other live hosts under the business. And so you want to make sure that they're successful, that they feel that there's value added with the agency, and then ultimately the agency will get referrals from that live host. So again, that's something that I think they need to intentionally work on. They have not been. Can you share what your program is about? What my program is about? How you doing, Jay? How are you, friend? No bio, friend. I'm going to share this first. I want you to put some words in your bio so you know what exactly. Well, first of all, TikTok knows who you are and what you're about. And then live, we come live, we can see it as well. Yeah, Lindsay. Lindsay, are you asking about battles? Let me know if that's the question. So Jay, let me answer your question really quickly. If you go into my stand store, you click my stand, it will show my mini profile. Um, Once you click my photo, I'm sorry, show my mini profile. Click my photo again, it'll go to my profile. And then ultimately, you can see different things that I offer. It's business strategy, specifically with digital marketing. So my bundle, the Launch and Earn Blueprint bundle is in there. It's discounted. So you can get the fundamentals of understanding digital marketing from that bundle, how to brand yourself and how to leverage Canva. And it'll give you a playbook in terms of how you can do this. And ideally you're going live and you can use that to create your storefront. So all that is listed in the materials. You also get access to me, Instagram group chat. You get me when it comes to support as well. Thank you so much. Oh wow, 62K. Look at there. Yes, about battles. Yes. Okay, so Jay, let me know if you have any other questions about that. Battles, Lindsay. So battles are competitions that are happening on, they call them matches, but essentially there's these short competitions that happen between you and the live host, or another live host potentially. They also have group battles, team battles. So your viewers or your supporters are put in a box, and you're able to share. Okay, the person who um, messes up first, whatever fill in the blank activity that they're doing, will get removed. Thank you, visionary. Appreciate your friend. So those battles are a form of monetization. So they're traditionally 5 minutes, and people who are the traditional method is where you are going up against another live host, and you guys are competing for points. Whoever gets the most points wins. I think the wins are bragging rights and being able to take someone's streak. So if you're going and you're winning all the time, then you have a record to uphold. And so somebody wins against you, is kind of bragging rights where they took your record away. But in that 5 minutes, your community is liking your live, they're commenting, they're sharing, and they're gifting. Like I said, gifts in a battle is the most that people will accumulate at any given time, because most people are fairly conservative. They're thinking about their level, they're thinking about how to support this live, and then maybe go to another live and have coins to support that live. So they're being a little, especially as you get over 17 followers. I'm sorry, level 17, the blue box. You get a little bit more protective of how you spend and how you get points. So part of that is part of the strategy. You said, I just battled Friday nights. Oh, you did? How did it go, Jamie Ling? Awesome, awesome. So, but you need more than 5 people in your life to be successful, right? Yes. I think some people who battle who have less than 5, let me know. But I would say yes, unless those 5 are strong and mighty and they got deep pockets and they're sending off all the right gifts and they are paying attention to when the boxing glove go out and when the misting spray and all the other things that can derail you. But yes, those 5 people are working. They are working at that chat. They work in the gifts. They work in the comments. Yes, you can do it, but it's hard. It's a challenge. But it's quite possible. So yeah, the main thing is to make sure you have a good solid room of supporters that are going to be willing, that's the other part, willing to support you in your battle. Because a lot of people, they're like, I'm good, I don't need to go to that, or, yeah, that was fine, but no, not this time. So you want to make sure you're ready. But yes, in the future, yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely a yes statement. But you need more. Yeah, so yeah, if you are battling, then they do have friendly battles. And so 5 people in the room probably is a friendly battle. And so you're just battling just to make sure you know how to press the buttons, or you know how to facilitate. And you're like, hey guys, come on, let's go. I appreciate you all. So you're like, you know how to do that. in a real authentic way. So people are like, yes, let me send this money gun. Let me do this. Let me do that. So that's what's going to end up happening. But you want to make sure your supporters are queued up and ready to go, because they have to recharge if they're on a few their last few coins. And then again, they have to be willing to support. Mommy's not done yet, buddy. Okay, go check on Sissy. I told y'all he was gonna come, y'all. Okay, go check on her though. Thank you. Yes, I told y'all. My time was numbered. My minutes was numbered, because I was like, my baby gonna come and check on his mama soon. So yes. So I appreciate you guys. So let me know if you need anything. I'm around. You can check my DMs. Send me a DM. I'm happy to answer questions. Inside my stand store, again, that's where you can get resources. Thank you, Pearl Dropper. Thank you so much, Visionary. You guys are liking and supporting the live. I appreciate all the support. And so thank you. See you later. You're welcome, Lindsay. Appreciate your friend. And like I said, if you have any questions, make sure you ring my bell. Ring my bell. And that way you can click my bell in my profile, so you can know when I go live and when I have content I'm posting as well. Thank you so much, Bella. Well, I see you, friend. Appreciate you. Happy. I'm gonna sing you something. I'm gonna do your profile review and send you some stuff too, friend. So let me know. I'm assuming you updated your profile. So let me know if you have any questions. So in the meantime, I think you wrote back you're good. So I'll take care of that today. All right. Hope all is well, friends. He sounds so sweet. He's a sweet guy. He is. He's a sweet boy. He'll be kindergarten in August. So yeah, he's good. Like I said, I knew my time was up. He went down. He had got his breakfast. I gave him his breakfast. He was watching his shows, coloring, and then I was like, okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Hang out here. But when I came up, I usually tell the older ones to keep an eye on him, and I didn't do that. So I was like, I know he's gonna come wandering up here to find his mama. And he's back. I am starting today. Okay, thanks so much. Oh, kindergarten, I love when my kids were. Yes. Okay, mommy. Yes. Okay, I will take care of that in a second. All right, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all.